We live in an age where information is abundant. Every second, new data is generated, shared, and consumed at an unprecedented rate. From breaking news to social media updates, the flow of information is relentless. It's constant and, well, overwhelming. The sheer volume of information can leave us feeling inundated, struggling to keep up with the latest developments. Every day we are bombarded with news stories, social media posts, and opinions from every corner of the globe. This deluge of information comes from a myriad of sources, each vying for our attention. While this access to information can be empowering, it also presents a significant challenge: the spread of misinformation. The ease with which information can be shared means that falsehoods can spread just as quickly as the truth. Misinformation, simply put, is false or inaccurate information. It can be as simple as a misreported fact or as complex as a deliberately crafted lie. It often spreads quickly and easily online, blurring the lines between what is true and what is false. The viral nature of social media means that misinformation can reach millions in a matter of minutes. This has profound implications for individuals and society as a whole. When misinformation takes root, it can distort our understanding of the world and lead to misguided actions. The consequences of misinformation are far-reaching. It can create confusion, sow discord, and erode trust in institutions and each other. It can influence our opinions, shape our voting patterns, and even incite violence. The impact of misinformation can be seen in political arenas, social movements, and personal relationships. In an era defined by information overload, it's more important than ever to be critical consumers of news and information. We must develop the skills to discern credible sources from unreliable ones. We must learn to navigate this complex landscape and distinguish fact from fiction. This involves questioning the sources of our information and seeking out multiple perspectives. Our ability to make informed decisions, both personally and collectively, hinges on our ability to identify and reject misinformation. This is a critical skill in today's world, where the stakes are higher than ever. This is not just about being right, it's about protecting ourselves and our communities from the harmful effects of falsehoods. By becoming more discerning consumers of information, we can help build a more informed and resilient society. The internet, for all its merits, has become a fertile ground for the proliferation of fake news. The ease with which anyone can publish content online has created a breeding ground for misinformation. No longer are professional journalists and established news organizations the sole gatekeepers of information. The motives behind fake news are varied. Some spread it for financial gain, exploiting online advertising revenue models. Others aim to influence public opinion, often for political purposes. Whatever the motivation, the impact is undeniable. Fake news erodes trust in legitimate news sources, creating a climate of skepticism and cynicism. When people lose faith in the institutions meant to inform them, it becomes challenging to discern truth from falsehood. This can lead to apathy, polarization, and a breakdown of civil discourse. The rise of fake news is a serious threat to the health of our democracies and the well-being of our societies. It's imperative that we equip ourselves with the tools and knowledge to identify and combat it. Social media platforms, while connecting us in unprecedented ways, can also exacerbate the problem of misinformation. These platforms are designed to keep us engaged, often by showing us content that aligns with our interests and beliefs. This can create a bubble where we are only exposed to a narrow view of the world. Algorithms designed to personalize our online experiences often trap us in echo chambers, where we are primarily exposed to information that confirms our existing beliefs. These algorithms analyze our behavior, likes, and shares to curate content that we are more likely to engage with, reinforcing our existing viewpoints. This constant reinforcement of our biases can lead to a phenomenon known as confirmation bias. Confirmation bias is our tendency to favor information that confirms our preconceptions, while disregarding or minimizing information that contradicts them. This can create a skewed perception of reality. This is our natural tendency to seek out and interpret information in a way that supports our preconceived notions. When we encounter information that aligns with our beliefs, we are more likely to accept it without question. Conversely, when we come across information that challenges our views, we are more likely to scrutinize it or dismiss it altogether. When we are only exposed to information that aligns with our worldview, it becomes increasingly difficult to challenge our assumptions and consider alternative perspectives. This can lead to a narrow-minded approach to understanding complex issues, as we are not exposed to the full spectrum of viewpoints. The consequences of echo chambers are significant. They can create a false sense of consensus, where we believe that our views are more widely held than they actually are. This can lead to overconfidence in our beliefs and a reluctance to engage with opposing viewpoints. They can deepen societal divisions, making it harder to find common ground and engage in constructive dialogue. When people are entrenched in their own echo chambers, it becomes challenging to have meaningful conversations about important issues. This polarization can lead to increased conflict and a breakdown in social cohesion. They can also make us more susceptible to misinformation, as we are less likely to encounter opposing viewpoints that might challenge our beliefs. Misinformation can spread rapidly within echo chambers, as people are more likely to share content that aligns with their views without verifying its accuracy. Breaking free from these echo chambers is crucial for fostering a more informed and tolerant society. We must make a conscious effort to seek out diverse perspectives and expose ourselves to a variety of viewpoints. This can help us develop a more nuanced understanding of complex issues and reduce the influence of confirmation bias. We must actively seek out diverse perspectives, challenge our own biases, and engage in respectful conversations with those who hold different views. By doing so, we can bridge divides, promote understanding, and work towards a more inclusive and harmonious society. It is through these efforts that we can combat the perils of confirmation bias and build a more informed and connected world. Unmasking deception. Identifying common misinformation tactics. To effectively combat misinformation, it's essential to be aware of the common tactics used to spread it. By understanding these tactics, we can become more discerning consumers of information. One common tactic is the use of sensationalized headlines or emotionally charged language. These are designed to grab our attention and evoke strong emotional responses, often bypassing our critical thinking faculties. Another tactic is the use of misleading or out-of-context information. This might involve manipulating images, quoting sources selectively, or presenting incomplete data to fit a particular narrative. Additionally, be wary of information from unverified or anonymous sources. Lack of transparency and accountability are red flags. Always cross-reference information from multiple sources to verify its accuracy. Finally, be mindful of your own biases. Recognize that you are more likely to believe information that aligns with your existing beliefs. Challenge yourself to consider alternative perspectives and be open to the possibility that you might be wrong. Navigating the digital maze, critical thinking as your compass. In today's world, where information is abundant and easily accessible, the ability to think critically is not just a skill, but a necessity. In this digital age, critical thinking skills are more important than ever. With the constant influx of news, opinions, and data from various sources, it can be overwhelming to discern what is true and what is misleading. They are our compass for navigating the vast and often treacherous landscape of online information. Without critical thinking, we risk being led astray by misinformation, fake news, and biased reporting. Critical thinking involves questioning information, evaluating sources, and considering multiple perspectives before forming an opinion. It requires us to be skeptical, yet open-minded, and to seek out evidence before accepting any claims. One crucial aspect of critical thinking is source evaluation. Not all sources are created equal, and it's essential to determine the credibility of the information we consume. Always ask yourself, who created this information? What is their motivation? Understanding the intent behind the information can help us identify potential biases and conflicts of interest. Is this a credible and reliable source? Look for credentials, expertise, and a track record of accuracy. Reliable sources are typically transparent about their methods and provide evidence to back up their claims. Check for signs of bias or hidden agendas. Be aware of language that seems emotionally charged or one-sided, as this can indicate an attempt to manipulate the reader's perception. Another key element is analyzing the content itself. Look beyond the headlines and delve into the substance of the information. Does it present evidence to support its claims? Reliable information is backed by data, research, and verifiable facts. Is the information presented in a balanced and objective manner? Consider whether multiple viewpoints are represented, and if the information is presented fairly. Be wary of overly simplistic explanations or claims that seem too good to be true. Sensationalist headlines and clickbait are often designed to attract attention rather than provide accurate information. Furthermore, consider the broader context. Information does not exist in a vacuum, and understanding the larger picture can provide valuable insights. How does this information fit into what you already know about the topic? Cross-referencing with other sources can help verify its accuracy and relevance. Does it align with information from other reputable sources? Consistency across multiple credible sources is a good indicator of reliability. Cross-referencing information is crucial for verifying its accuracy. It helps to build a more comprehensive and nuanced understanding of the topic. Remember, critical thinking is an ongoing process. It's not about reaching a final conclusion, but about continuously questioning and refining our understanding. It's about constantly questioning, evaluating, and refining our understanding of the world around us. By honing our critical thinking skills, we can navigate the digital maze with confidence and discernment, making informed decisions in an increasingly complex world.